welcome back to the inn. We're in the library today because we're researching. I want to find out more about just how Celtic I am. So, I don't have a direct line in my genealogy that I can trace to Scotland or Ireland, even though I know based on DNA I'm almost half Scottish. So, I thought, what are some other ways, if you have trouble based on, I don't know, surnames, things like that, actually getting that information, regular sources for genealogy, what other sources are there out there to help you at least learn more about your ancestors and your ancestral lands? So I found a website called My True Ancestry, and I'm not affiliated with it in any way. I've just been playing around with it, and I found, to be honest, I don't know if you say a member, because unlike these Ancestry.coms and things like that, where you have to have a subscription and they're charging you every month or every year, even if you're pretty much stuck on your research and aren't going anywhere. So I canceled my subscriptions to all of those because I wasn't getting anywhere. But this one, I don't know if there's a free option, but you pay for levels. So when you buy a level, you get that much access to that much research. And it's not a reoccurring charge. Once you have it, you have it. But if you want to have access to more of the research, you go up in levels. I'm on level 5 right now. I'm Zeus level. So let's look at this. What I was going to say is I haven't gotten very far because I really don't know what to do. But they finally put out an instructional video. So let's watch that and see if we can figure out how this works.
It's best to start with your analysis summary, the first item in your results list. Here you will see your closest ancient civilization matches based on your DNA. Instead of modern nations, we determine which ancient peoples match your DNA the closest. We match you to over 147 ancient civilizations from all around the world and many historical periods. A migration map will be displayed, and below this an oracle which shows you the top classifications representing your DNA. A plus symbol between two groups such as shown here indicates you could be described as a mix between the two. The lower the number, the less differences between you and the oracle entry. Ancient Samples Results performs a high-level view of your overall ancient DNA breakdown. Here are various interactive visualizations, which enable you to understand a bit about your personal history. Take your time. The pie charts at the bottom are quite fascinating, as you can not only get a summary, but also in a breakdown by era. This effectively is a travel through time across epoch, such as the Bronze Age, Iron Age, and medieval eras. Select matching samples on the menu below, and you can begin seeing the actual ancient individuals you match. Each individual is dated with the location and information available when possible. Upgraded users can read the research links and study the haplogroups, male and female genetic markers of the ancient person. Upgrading your account will unlock additional samples which will appear not just here, but on all the features. Lightning bolts become available for advanced users, enabling up to 5,000 additional closest matching samples to be unlocked. DNA spotlights are full of valuable information about highlighted archaeological locations. This can include photos of the dig sites, the ancient remains, and contextual information, which is of great interest to the avid researcher.
That's the part I'm really interested in, is the actual dig sites. So I'm hoping to find out some information about that too.
For example, here we learn about ancient Britain and Stonehenge. The Amesbury Archer was approximately 40 years old and was discovered with the largest number of artifacts ever found in early Bronze Age Britain. A very rich grave indeed. It is thought he was an ancient visitor to Stonehenge who died buried with his companion. Cheddar Man is also of great interest, as he represents Britain's oldest near-complete skeleton, dating to the 9th millennium BC.
Cheddar Man's in my list of ancestors.
Currently, there are many dozens of spotlights,
I do
and they are
appreciate it.
updated every time new information becomes available. Have any ideas for a future spotlight? Feel free to reach out to us, and we will try our best to accommodate. The most exciting way to match an ancient sample is with deep dive matches. This means you share mathematically significant chains of DNA segments at the chromosome level. Each deep dive match comes with the actual shared DNA segments, which you can investigate further. The longer the shared segment, the more consecutive DNA markers you have with the ancient individual. And not only do we show how much DNA you have in common, but also how much you share compared with the other users of our system who also share DNA with the individual. Your relationship might be shared by many thousands of other users, or might be incredibly unique to just you. The relationship you share with ancient individuals helps tell your own story, and this is exactly the experience we wish to help all our community explore. DNA sagas are videos which explain your DNA with sights and sounds. It takes just a few.
What did I do? Uh oh. Sorry, I accidentally closed it. So I think I've got us back to where we were.
DNA sagas are videos which explain your DNA with sights and sounds. It takes just a few minutes to create. Simply follow the steps shown here. A saga is a high-quality audiovisual experience which can be shared with your friends. Each DNA saga is unique and tells a story for the generations. You can also upgrade to Saga Premium, which extends the video and enables much more content to be displayed. The music soundtrack accompanying the saga is based on music associated with your ancient civilizations. Historical maps are another exciting feature only found at My True Ancestry. Here you can compare ancient and modern maps from historical time periods with your ancient samples plotted exactly where they were found. It is incredible what you can learn, especially how modern cities and roads match exactly with those of the ancient past. Add exciting new context to your DNA matches as you can discover nowhere else. We have dozens of maps and are adding new ones each week. Thank you for your time. We hope you enjoy the site and feel free to reach out to us anytime. We are a community and our goal is to offer the most engaging, educational and accurate service available on Earth.
Wow. Okay. That was interesting. I'm very also interested in what he mentioned about the music. Being in North Carolina, I visited Cherokee. The Native Americans have such a rich heritage of their dance and music, and there just seems to be almost no information about that kind of tribal clan traditions in the Celtic world. It's like most of our traditions were purposely erased, probably by the Romans. But I would love to know more, and I don't know how. It's like we have an empty spot in our being because I don't have that from my heritage. I don't have ancient songs to pass on to my children. I don't know ancient dances or rituals to pass on, and there's so much conflicting information because when your history is written by the people who conquered you, it's probably not accurate. So, anything I can learn from these archaeological sites is fascinating. But yeah, I would love to learn more about the music and dance and things like that. Um, but now, okay, we're going to actually go to the site and see if we can figure out some of the things he was talking about. Find it on MyKit. Now, to use this site, you have to have already had your DNA thing done somewhere, and you upload it to the site. They, as far as I know, they don't aren't testers. I had mine done. I think it was through Ancestry.com because it was so many years ago. So I just uploaded it to the site to get their thing. Let's see. Okay, here is my kit. And it's saying that it's not ready, but we're going to refresh and go through it anyway. Give it to refresh. Okay, let's see. Now, what was it he said to do first? Alrighty. Should we look at the sagas first? Should we look at the sagas? Or the civilizations? Maps and globes. I've already forgot what he did first. What did he do first? Okay. Summary. Let's look at the summary. We'll start at the top and go down. Your closest ancient populations. Celt. Told you. I'm a Celt. And Britain. The ancient Brits. Let's see our little map here. Now it says right here, Celts used musical instruments called carnices, which were used to frighten the enemy before battle. Greek art depicts their distinctive long shields and long swords. Among insular Celts, women could take a warrior role. Boudica, queen of the Iceni tribe, formed a rebellion against the Roman. Also, some Celt plus Britain, Celt and Gaul, Britain, Viking, Danish, and Britain, Viking, Danish, and Gaul, Gaul and Britain, Gaul, Celt, Viking, Danish, Celt, and I can't read that. What does that say? Parisi? Okay. So, I am definitely Celt. Very much Celt. So, let's see. Okay, saga videos. Maybe we'll see some of that music and stuff. Let's see. So, how do I get to the saga? Oh, takes 3 minutes. Dang. Alright, so I'm going to tell it to create the saga. And maybe we can do something else while it's doing that. It's interesting that, now I guess from the beginning, what they're doing, I don't know if I explained it. Sorry if I didn't, but they are taking from archaeological sites real DNA from skeletons that they find, remains. And they are looking at your DNA and comparing it to the DNA found in all these different sites to see whether you are related in any way to the peoples from these different sites. And now, just because a skeleton came from a certain site doesn't mean that, I mean, what if they were fighting in a foreign land? So that sample may be found in a place that they're not from. So you have to kind of keep that in mind when you're looking at the information about the archaeological sites. So, okay. Now I'm going to pause, be right back when this finishes. Okay, it looks like our saga is ready. Let me start it up here. Scotland, late Bronze Age. Upgrade. Okay. I guess that's all we're getting at level 5. I don't need you to start over. Okay. Put the popcorn away and move it over. Wow. Okay, well that was interesting. Now let's go to the next thing on the list. Maps and globes. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. I'm trying to scroll and it's zooming. So how close can you get? Oh, no, man, I don't want to do that. Don't move. Stop. See, this is okay. You're gonna do the little scrolly ball. Okay. I'm getting it. I'm figuring it out. Old lady here. Well, it looks like most of my little peoples is all... I failed geography. So I'm trying to figure out what is this big thing right here? What is this? Is it going to tell me? Is that Scotland? Scotland now? And is this Ireland? I get mixed up. Sorry. Like I said, I failed geography. I am directionally challenged for sure. Let's see. Why is it not listed on the map? Okay, England. So this is, okay, this is England. So England and Scotland are actually like connected. So up here should be Scotland. Isn't it north? Lord have mercy. I might be embarrassing myself. Now, what does this say? It's like I can't get the words to stay on there. Well, what's this over here? Okay, so Ireland's over there. That's Ireland over there. And this, is it going to tell me where this is? I think the red is a closer match than the yellow, I think. So what if we click on one to see what is happening? Nothing is happening. Oh, I don't have a high enough level to look at that one. Let's keep buying bigger levels. Okay. So I'm going to go down. Regional, that word. Archaeogenetic map of ancient Rome. Why Rome? You know I got a thing against Rome. Bronze Age. Why is it showing me Rome? I don't want to see Rome. I guess this is just for, you have to choose. Okay. Okay, Britain, there it is. Britain and Ireland. Let's see. Early Bronze Age. Let me get, can you see this? Okay. Early Bronze Age. What we got here? You can't zoom in on it, and I can't even see. I keep getting closer to the screen because I got old lady eyes. I can't see. I can't even read that. It's so tiny. Bronze Age. So there's more in the Bronze Age. So what if you click? Do you click those or just hover? I can't. Nothing's popping up. I guess this is maybe the spots where the archaeological finds were made in different, different ones, maybe. A lot more in the Iron Age. Oh, there's something down here if you wanted to read it. Anglo-Saxon, early bronze. Okay, I think it's repeating. Iron Age is marked as the arrival of Celts into Britain. A group of people loosely tied to by similar language, religion, and culture who were also warriors that lived for the glories of battle and plunder. The basic unit of Celtic life was the clan. When Celtic, oh no, when not fighting, they were excellent farmers who brought the iron plow to Britain. Celtic women were equal to men, owned property, and could also be war leaders, such as Boudica, who led the rebellion against Rome. Against Rome, not the Rome. Okay, let's see. Halogroups. Okay. So 76% this group, which is, what is this group? Do I have to click on it? I mean, it's just got a lot of different, I guess each one is a deep dive? So which one should I look at? Because which one is more real? 76%. But there's so many of these. Let's look at the deep dive bronze. Well, never mind. It's not clickable. So I thought it was clickable. The blue. Usually blue means clickable. All right. So let's roll down here. Well, how to get it back to the little arrow? See, what does this represent? It's just a picture. I'm assuming it's Celt. 76% Celt. See, this is still kind of confusing because it's just showing pictures, but it doesn't have a title as to what that is. But I'm definitely mostly Celt. Okay. Now I'm going to see if I can you see that? Touch the wheel to see your matches. Okay. Let me see if I can make this a little bit bigger without it losing it on the screen for you guys. Okay. Can you still see that? Pretty much. Excuse me. I'm going to try to adjust this a little bit so that I can get more on. Well, it won't let me go over. Just cutting that right side off for you guys. But I'm not sure how to fix that. Don't know how to fix it. Okay. So, touch the wheel to see your matches. So let's touch the wheel. Because I'm very orange, it looks like. Okay, so touch the wheel. I guess down here it changes. Okay, green denotes ancient sample matches. Purple, that's not this. This is, oh, down here. Okay. Make sure I touch that again. Deep dive matches. So these are some of the actual places they found samples. France, Poland, and York, and North Holland. But like I said, you have to remember that just because your ancestor was there didn't mean they came from there. They might have been visiting for some good or bad reason. Let's see. And so then it shows your little royal halogroups, which is supposed to show which ones you may have connections to. And there's just so many that you really, I don't know how you would, Scottish, trace that down. And then you can you see this? Because I'm looking at a different screen than you are, so I'm not sure if you can see that. Hopefully you can. I don't know why it's over like that. Let me see if I can make this picture. I'm gonna make it any bigger. It's not going over. I don't understand why it's not going all the way over. All right, I'm gonna reduce it down a little bit more to make sure y'all can see it. Okay, so back up here to the royal. We're gonna go over to Scotland. And you see Robert II, Robert III, James. Yeah, when I look through this, it's showing that I do have some DNA relation to Robert the Bruce. So, but there are just all these different clans that you have a little bit of connection to. But like I said, the sad part is, as far as actual genealogy where you can trace back, I can't find any connection. But as you can see, I am very Scottish and Celtic, and I have, but um, I can trace my father's surname to the 1300s in Britain, but I've only been able to find two Scottish women in the line, and that's not enough to make me almost half Scottish. So I think it's one of them things where it was just a name that isn't considered Scottish, even though we probably lived there. So it's hard to trace. But you can see in here, it's a lot of stuff to get into, but I'm not sure it's actually teaching me anything. Because I could pick just about any clan in Scotland and it's going to be on here somewhere. But does that mean I'm actually really connected? I don't know. The part's kind of confusing. But you can see there's a whole lot. So it's not, I was hoping that I would find one clan tartan, one crest or whatever to connect to. And it's a little overwhelming with the amount of connections. And you can't really zero in. Which that's kind of disappointing. All right, so what else have we missed here? DNA Spotlight. I clicked it. Didn't I click it? Thought I did. Anything happening? I don't think anything's happening. Oh, it's slow. Oh, did my internet? Oh, it's too far down. St. Patrick. Am I related to St. Patrick? That would be kind of cool. There are legends that say St. Patrick was a dogman. Dog-headed man. There are legends. And you know I love myths and legends. And I think that is absolutely fascinating. So this is a deep dive on St. Patrick. So the deep dives, I don't know if they are actually targeted toward people you're related to. Well, genetics you're related to. Or if it's just historic figures that they put on here. Could be. DNA travel. So let's see. I'm not looking at Roman. I'm not looking at Roman. Nope. Oxford Viking. Iron Age Viking. Roman York. Vikings. So this is, I think, some of the locations where these digs and DNA samples were found. I have a connection to Lancashire, England, Britain. Maybe one day I'll get to go. That would be cool. Put it on my bucket list. Cheddar Man. He's in my list of ancestors. Cheddar Man. Makes me think of cheese. I'm sorry. I love me some cheddar cheese. Why did they name Cheddar? I know he was named after the place he was found, Cheddar Gorge. Why did they name the gorge Cheddar? That's what I want to know. Why would you name a gorge after cheese? Or is the cheese named after something else that the gorge was named after? Inquiring minds want to know. Because I love me some cheddar cheese. Okay, I'm going to look at... We're going to look at Cheddar Man. Okay, destination. Cheddar Man. Okay, I don't want to book a trip. Oh my gosh. I can't afford that. Just read about the location. Oh, this is all it is? I want to see. I know that I've been on this site and I saw a picture. They did a recreation of Cheddar Man's face. But I can't figure out how to find it. I want to find that. Oh, how do I get back? Oh, when it says DNA-based travel, they're actually wanting you to go places. I can't afford to go to Cheddar Gorge. Let's save my money for my cheese. Okay. So have I got through all the... That's the travel. Plots. Plots. Oh, this is the map of places they've actually dug up samples. So I'm not sure how the actually helps, because we talked about how just because it's there doesn't mean that it came, from there. Excuse me. So we did that. Okay, well, let's look at my kits. Compared to all my kits. Um, it's got a little star there for me. Why is that there for me? I don't know. Okay. So this is the places they've dug up samples that matched me. Okay. Genetic social groups. This is actually, I think, a chat group that you could get into. Plague victims, nobles, revolution, gladiators. And it says my ancient populations. But yeah, these are chat groups you can get involved in. So we're going to skip through that. Because I am chatting with you guys. I don't know how to get back. How do I get back? Can I close that? Yeah, okay. DNA diet? Interesting. I have a warrior gene. Woo! Higher pain threshold. No, I don't know about that. Better stress resiliency. I don't know. Okay. Fast metabolism. No. All you gotta do is look at this big grandma. My metabolism is not fast. No. So they're a little missing on that. It's supposed to be mine, right? It's supposed to be based on mine. But yeah. Oh. I'm not even going to read that. Ugh. Possibly unable to taste bitterness. No, I can taste bitterness. I don't like bitter flavors. I don't really like a lot of spicy flavors. I definitely am prone to sweets. I have definitely a desire for sweets. Okay. I don't know what that means. Hippocampal volume? Not sure what that is. A 1.7 increased risk for developing a peanut allergy. Let's hope that never comes to fruition because I love me some peanut butter. Peanut butter cookies, peanut butter pie, peanut butter and jelly, peanut butter. I need my peanuts in my life. Okay. Less mental decline with age. Let's hope so. Let's hope so. And doing things like this, I think, help with it. Keep your mind active. Can it digest milk? Yes. Love my milk. In intracranial volume. I don't know what that means. I guess that's how much my brain cavity will hold. That is very odd. More likely to be able to smell asparagus in your urine. That is a talent, a DNA based talent. Oh, I do like asparagus though. It's one of the few vegetables that I actually will eat. I'm not a plant eater. Why don't they say on here about being a carnivore? Because I'm definitely, I want my bread, my meat, and my sugar. I want to. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but yep, that's what I crave. Coffee consumption, yes, please. Yes, yep, yep. Okay, I think we're at. This might be well. Oh wait a minute. Now they have a new DNA paleo diet. Let's see. Your top ancestors. Wait a minute. No, your top ancient genetic foods. What your ancient ancestors ate. Higher score means a larger part of your ancient paleo diet. Beer, salmon, milk, trout, wheat, porridge, herring, oats, barley, eggs, boar, beef, reindeer, curdled milk. Is that Curds Way like Little Miss Muffet? Maybe? A rock? I don't know what that is. I do know what an auroch is. That's that huge bull. They're extinct now, I think. There was, a program to try to bring them back or something. I've read something about that. But yeah, that's that giant bull. Berries, mushrooms, bread, cheese, eel. No. No. Nope. So this is what they ate. And just a side note, they have all these things on the internet where they're saying you need to be eating your paleo, your ancient, what your ancestors ate, live like the ancients, move like the ancients. Okay, their lifespan was like 40 years. I think we're doing better now eating what we're eating and living longer. I'm okay. Because I don't understand how they think it was better if they didn't live as long. How could what they were doing be better? That to me is confusing. But I do think you just need to eat real food as much as possible. Make your cookies out of real peanut butter. Sorry, I shouldn't say that. Granny needs to be giving y'all good advice, and I'm not. Sorry. Okay, I think that's the list of all the different options we had to look at. What do you think? The saga was pretty neat, but I didn't really see a lot about. They said it'd be something about the music. I didn't really see anything about the music. I did find. I haven't listened to it for a while. I ordered a CD, well, digital music of a group that does ancient Celtic music using the longhorns. Well, the ones that come out like this and go up and then over those horns. It's pretty neat. Yeah, that is pretty neat. Okay, so what do you think? What do you think? I still haven't found Mr. Chatterman. Chatterman, to me, the picture of the reconstruction, have y'all seen it? He looks familiar. I swear he looks like somebody I've seen on TV. Like some comedian off TV. I can't. He just looks so familiar. Isn't that kind of creepy? But, okay, there's the Celts again. And the Celtic Brigands? So it looks like there's a lot of different subgroups of the Celts. I guess that's based on location. So now we're in the Germanic things. So you can read these if you want to know more about these specific groups. So there's a lot of information here on the site. Gauls, and I had a little bit of Gaul too then, huh? Yep. The New Testament book Galatians was written to the Gauls. It was, so I should probably go read that. Yep. I'm gonna have to look up and find Chatterman. I'm gonna see if I can find his picture somewhere else and put it in here. Okay, I found Chatterman on a different site. So this is Chatterman. He just looks familiar to me. And it says in this article, this is Natural History Museum, it says he had blue eyes. How do they know that? I don't know how they know that. It says Chatterman, Mesolithic Britain's blue-eyed boy. Okay. All right. Well, looks like I am Celtic, very, very Celtic. So, yeah, we knew that. But I'm still searching for information more about my ancestors, how they actually lived, what real life more was like, things that they would have passed down. A lot of the stuff, like when they talk about druids and things like that, I just don't think it's accurate. To me, druids were like the medicine men, shamans, teachers of other clan cultures, tribal cultures. They were the like in Jewish culture, they had the priest. The priest didn't just do the religious things, but people went to them for healing. They went there to learn from the ancient books. So you had like a ruler who did the laws and that kind of thing, and then you had a leader, which would have been priest, shaman, druid, medicine man, whatever, who took care of the religious rituals plus teaching and medicine, all those kind of things. So I think that's more was the role of the druid. These our ancestors were like us, they're real people. And they were living in a society, and it is known that the Celts had laws. They had a very structured society. But I would just like to know more about what my ancestors were like. I would love to know someday an actual tie to where I could trace back and say, okay, yeah, I actually do have ties to this clan. That would be awesome. Maybe someday. But yeah, I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Do you have any other suggestions on research sites and ways to learn more about our ancestors and the Celtic ways? Especially, like I said, music and dance. I would love to know more about music and dance. We have seen just from the things they have recovered, the amount of skill they had in like metalworking with jewelry and things like that is absolutely amazing. So I can't imagine a culture that was that good in artistic craft wouldn't also be very big into music and dance as part of just their tribal life, their clan life, not part of it. And so I would love to know more about that. But I'm still searching, and I'm definitely open for lots of information. So throw it in the comments if you can point me in a direction somewhere to learn some more about that kind of stuff. I would love it. And thanks for hanging out with me while I did some research and reassured myself that I am definitely Celtic. See you guys later.